Hello YouTube, this is Kikid484 and today I will be showing you my Nozomi Waifu deck profile. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to show off this deck because I don't know, I love Weiss Schwarz, I love Love Live, I like playing games. It's so great. Also, I kind of just won a miniature tournament like a couple of weeks ago and pretty much I got first place and won this adorable storage box. It's so cute. Look at her. Okay, but hopefully you have enough yammering. Let's just get on with the video and show off these cards. Right, so let's see. Just gonna start off with the level zeros. So let's see. First we got 4 copies of Full of Smiles Nozomi. Basically, if you have another character with Nozomi in its card game, it becomes 35, and this entire deck is Nozomi, so that shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Next, we have the taking 2 copies of Taking Care of Junior's Nozomi. Basically, if the number of other characters on your center stage is 1 or less, it becomes a 35. So yeah. Again, it also becomes a 35. Good level 0. Just start off with 35s, and goes well with the Full of Smiles Nozomi. It powers it up as well. So that's really good. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. We got 3 copies of Let's Go Out Together Nozomi. Basically, on play, you pay 1, pitch a card from your hand, and search a music character in your deck. Basically, a good cheap searcher, especially for level 0, because you never know when you might get a bad hand. Okay, let's see. Right, 2 copies of the Tea Time Nozomi. It has 2 abilities. Pretty much when it attacks, choose a character and give it 500 powers, and its Brainstorm ability, mill 4, and for each climax you can give a character plus 2,000. Stupid good card. It's a stupid good brainstormer because 2,000 power, that's a lot of power. And you know, when you're basically when you're even with another when you're even with another in another battle and you just need 500, this is a good card to give it that extra boost. Normally I keep it in the back row so that way it can't be attacked. So, and only pull it up in the front whenever it needs that boost. But most of the time I just keep it in the back slot and just brainstorm until I no longer need it. Okay. Got 2 copies of the Glass Guard Nozomi. It gives the middle character in the center stage 500 power, and basically pay 2, tap this, and search a card. Search a music character. Another searcher, and not only is it a good searcher, but it's also a good little assist. Like, the only downside is that it only gives 500 to the middle, and it's a bit pricey compared to Going Out Together. But it's just good. It's just good to have at least 1 copy of this in the back. When you know the odds are never going when the odds aren't going in your favor, it's just good to keep 1 of these in the back until you no longer need it. Okay. 3 copies of School Idol Festival Nozomi. It's just a basic 500 frontal assist, and it has the ability where if you play it, you can look at the top of your card and decide to put it at the top or bottom. There is a I'm aware that there's a 500 global that's better than this, but for the build I have, this is the better option. It's more of a second blanket, and I'll pretty much tell you why, because I'm gonna show the event that this makes really helpful. Okay. So we have 3 copies of the event, the morning of graduation. Basically what you do is reveal the top card of your deck if it's Nozomi, you choose 2 characters, and it gets 3,500 power till the end of your opponent's next turn. So yeah, this is a good card. And that's why we have the School Idol Festival Nozomi, because, you know, you don't want to rely on luck, because you don't understand. You want, like, you'll be in a situation where you need to power up your characters, you play this, you reveal the top card, it's not a Nozomi character, and you're just like, ah! So yeah, that's why we have School Idol Festival Nozomi, so that way, just in case we want to play this, we play the School Idol Festival first, take a peek at the deck. If you're good, you leave it at the top where you put it on the bottom. Anything that like, if it's a Nozomi, leave it at the top. If it's not, you put it at the bottom and print the next card is a Nozomi. Shoot, you can do it twice if you're really that unsure. Okay, so we have 3 copies of the Dancing Stars on me. It's 1/165 with Character Encore. And, well, that's pretty much just to say about it. It's a pretty good card, mainly because of its Character Encore. There we go. Oh. So we have 3 copies of Door to Our Dreams Nozomi. When you play this card, if there's another Nozomi on the field, it gets 2,000 power for the turn, just for the turn. So, you know, you just have at least 1 Nozomi on the field, or you have one of your assists in the back, then you can just play this and bam, just 700 for the turn. And, you know, you can make it even strong. You can make it a 10-5 with the Morning of Graduation. Make it a real boss. Got 2 copies of Sweet's Fairy Nozomi. And pretty weak, but she has an interesting ability. Basically, when she reverses a character, she gets a marker, and from each marker underneath her, she gets 1,500 power, and a level. So, yeah, she's a bit weak, but mainly I want to have her in the event that I level up a little too fast. So that way I could just use her and just reverse a couple of level 0s, get her big and strong, and pretty much ditch her when, you know, she's needed, because, like, she's really good. Like, I think you just need to use her at least once. Maybe might have use her, like, have 1 marker, maybe 2 markers underneath her, because when she gains a level for each marker, so she becomes immune to level 1 reversers. The only downside is you don't know what's underneath her, so just make sure she does her job, and as soon as she's no longer needed, you can just replace her with something else. And then we have 2 copies of Forever and Ever Nozomi, and we got parallels. Ooh, look at it, it's so cute. Anyway, basically, she's an 1,000 frontal assist. She's basically an upgraded version of School Idol Festival Nozomi. Instead of a 500 front assist, she's an 1,000 front assist. And instead of look at the top or the bottom on the turn that it's played, basically, this card lets you look at the top and bottom of your deck at the beginning of your main phase, each turn. So, basically, this card lets you top deck like a boss. And it's 1,000 power. Just gotta be, just make sure you, so yeah, normally I try to search this out as soon as I can, because I only have 2 of them, and it would suck if both of them end up in the discard pile. Up next, we have Kira Kira Sensation Nozomi. Basically, when you play this card, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a music character, it gets 2,000 power. So it's like an upgraded version of Door to Dreams Nozomi. Except, yeah, it's pretty much Door to Dreams Nozomi. The only difference is that what you do when you play it, the condition. Just reveal the top card to see if it's a Nozomi. And if you have Forever and Ever Nozomi, you can just check to make sure if it's a music character or not. And if it's, and yeah, this, like I said, Forever and Ever Nozomi. Top deck like a boss. Yeah. These 3 cards is Christmas Date Nozomi Tojo. These I recently got because I discovered them and I love how they work. So, here's why I love this card. So basically, I'm going to read its second ability first. So basically, whenever she reverses a level 2 or higher character, I can pay 1 to search my deck. So yeah, it's a searcher, but it gets better. She has a climax combo with with her climax, Happy Valentine. Basically, when her climax is played on the field, I can pay 1, and she has the ability to attack the back row. Now you're probably saying, why is this awesome? Well, normally you cannot attack the back row. Usually your assists are in the back row, which is used to power up your main characters. This one is like, screw the rules, I'm going to attack the back row. Yeah, this card is pretty much what got me to first place in that tournament I mentioned in the beginning. Because he had a Global 500 and a Brainstormer, I think. I think it had a Brainstorm, I'm not sure. But anyway, he had a Global 500. I killed it. And he pretty much used up all of his resources just to get another copy of that card in the field. And he pretty much just had a bad time after that. So this, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's my bread and butter, because that would be the morning of graduation. But this is I love this card. If this card was a man, I would marry it. Don't tell my boyfriend. Anyway, we got 2 backups here. Pretty much hold on, I can pronounce this. Otonokizaka High 3rd Year Nozomi. Yes. So basically, she is a 3,000 assist, and when you play this card, I can give a character 2,000 power. Yay! Even more power! So basically, this card is all about searching your deck for the stuff you need, top decking like a boss, and 2,000 power. Alrighty. We got 4 copies of Happy Maker Nozomi. So basically, when you play this card, you heal a damage. So that's already good. That alone just makes it good, but it gets better. If you have 3 or more other music characters on the field, this gets 1,000 power. That's actually really good. But no, it has to get better. So basically, it has a climax combo. So basically, when you play its climax combo, Important Friends, you can pay 1 to search your deck for a music character and put it on any position of the stage. So let me break this down to you. You play this card, you play its climax, you pay 1, search for any card in the deck that is a character, and just play it on the field. That is pretty good. That's stupid good. It's stupid. But I love it. But yeah, I love using this, mainly because I only I can only get 1 of the Forever and Ever Nozomis on the field, and at that time my deck will refresh. So the other one is back in the deck. I play this, pay 1, search for whatever the heck I want. I don't know, maybe another copy of Forever and Ever Nozomi, another copy of this, or literally just whatever card I need, and put on any position of the stage. So mostly, 9 out of 10, I'll probably be doing the 1,000 assists, because I could search for one of these. The only downside is it does not heal when you search it and play it on the field. But other than that, this game is stupid. This card is stupid good, and I love it. Okay. And we have 2 copies of the Summer Festival Date Nozomi. Another set of cards that I recently got and added to the deck. So I'm still trying to work this one out. You know, this is just in case I can't pull off the absurdness that is Happy Maker Nozomi. I can at least do this. So let's see what its abilities do. So it has the same ability as Happy Maker. If there are 3 or more music characters on the field, it gets 1,000 power. However, it has two different special abilities. Basically, whenever this card attacks, I can give another character 1,000 power. So pretty much it's pretty much a mix between Happy Maker and Tea Time Nozomi. Or, you know, you could just have you can have this and Tea Time and the Happy Maker and just swing with the Tea Time and this first and just make the Happy Maker just stupid big and just go to town. And his third ability is whenever this card and on the turn that this card is played from your hand, it gets the following ability. Basically, when your opponent becomes reversed, you may pay 1 and send it to your opponent's clock or damage zone. So basically, to break it down to you for those who got a bit confused, like I did, you play this card, it gets the ability, you attack with it. If it reverses a character, it pays 1, send it to clock. It sends the reverse character to clock because your opponent has the ability to bring it back if it wants to. This card just says nope and just sends it to the damage zone where it belongs. And let's see. We got 4 copies of Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. Just send a green from a discard pile to your stock. Everyone gains a soul. And the climax combo to Christmas Date Nozomi. And 4 copies of the Important Friends, which is the climax combo to Happy Maker Nozomi, and gives everybody 1,000 power and 1 soul. So yeah, that was my deck profile of Nozomi. I'm really proud of it, because this was originally a Nozoeli deck, and I wanted to make a Nozomi deck, but I started off with Nozoeli and I got more cards and made a decent deck out of it. And I made a decent deck that actually works. So yeah, I'm a bit happy. So yeah, the main shtick of this deck is searching through your deck for the cards that you need, top decking, using the Morning of Graduation to power up your characters for 2 turns, and just going into town with an absurd amount of power and in the case of Christmas Date Nozomi, screw your opponent's tactics just a little bit. So yeah, Weiss Schwarz. It's a fun anime card game. Hopefully I got this to the attention of somebody who likes Weiss Schwarz or Love Live or both, and we can get together and play stuff. So yeah, see you later, guys.